Hello, welcome to another video, and today I'm going to be drawing based on songs, except with a twist. Today I'm going to be focusing on one specific song that I really want to talk about. This is Wings by Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. I was originally going to do 3 songs, but then I just started to do research and I was like, it needs its own video. So that's what we're doing right now. This song was released on the album The Heist in October 2012, and it's in the same album as like Thrift Shop and songs like that. So before we get started, let's talk a little bit about the art. This has nothing to do with the song itself because I just started researching and then I did make a drawing and then I lost a drawing, and so this is kind of just random footage that I have. So this is one of my characters. I kind of reworked him a little bit, and I'm just doing a little digital drawing of him. It's AJ. He's pretty chill. I feel like I could dedicate a whole video to him, but yeah, that's who I'm drawing. So let's just get into the main topic of the video. There's a lot in this song, so I'm just going to focus on a few lyrics here just for the sake of time. So let's start with the first one. My movement told me to be a consumer and I consumed it. This is something I've been thinking about a lot recently. Things like consuming less, and as a result, throwing out like a bunch of our things when they're really perfectly good. It's just something I've thought about. Like the idea is there. We want to consume less products. We want to be a little bit more sustainable, and we want to be better, but we end up just throwing things out that are perfectly good that we could just continue to use until they're broken and they can't be used anymore, and that's when we throw them out and then replace them with the good stuff, because otherwise it's like you're creating the same amount of waste. It's gonna get thrown out anyway. You might as well use it as much as you can, and it just makes no sense in my brain. And like, we need to be intentional about how we are doing that and how we spend our money and how we throw things out and things like that. And make sure we're using things that are just going to get thrown out anyways to the absolute most that we can use them. And the way this tied in is like we're being told to consume specific things. And so we're like, oh, we're jumping to buy these things because of like the idea of being a better consumer is more important than actually consuming responsibly. So we just go on this, I don't want to call it a hyperfixation because that feels very medical, but a hyperfixation of like throwing out a bunch of stuff to be more sustainable and then replacing it and with better things. But the things that we threw out to begin with, well, you guys get what I'm saying. Like, my movement is telling me to go green, but you're not actually doing the research to find anything truly good is another way you could take it. Like, actually ethically sourced products, failing for greenwashed packaging, these types of things that are advertised as good but aren't, because capitalism preying on people's actually good intentions. This could also mean like doing more research into a company and actually doing our due diligence, which is really hard. And the constant shame of people getting paid to lie or paid to write good reviews or just AI generated reviews, it's difficult to do this, but it's something to just be aware of. The saddest part is ethically sourced and made products are oftentimes the most expensive, and we just can't afford to even do it, which really, really sucks. And it's just sad to see. It's just not possible for all of the people, for a lot of people to be able to do that. And I just wanted to touch on that for a second. Like, sometimes it's just not possible, but we do the best that we can. So that's kind of what I thought of when I was thinking about this specific line. But yeah, let me know what you think down below. I kind of went a little bit off script. So let's get back on track. So this next line is, I wanted to be that guy, I wanted to touch the rim. I wanted to talk a little bit about like influencer marketing. I know that's kind of ironic, but in this specific line, he's talking about an NBA player who wears the shoes of a basketball player and he immediately wants those shoes, like Nike, I believe it is. Not because they're good, but because this player is wearing them on TV. And I immediately think of all of the different art products that are advertised to me as an artist, and we want to make art like the creators that we're seeing, so we buy the products that they are using. And they may not work for us, or maybe they do, and it's great, but like, maybe like thinking about it a little bit more, choosing specifically non-sponsored content where their opinions are their own and they're not being paid to do it. But yeah, I noticed it earlier. I'm a digital artist, but I have alcohol markers, which makes absolutely no sense. I'm bad at them. I just like sketching in my sketchbook or using just digital art as a medium. I have no use for these alcohol markers. I'm trying to use them in my sketchbook, like just sketching them around just to use them. But honestly, it's really hard because I'm just not good at them and I don't like the art that I make for them with them. So maybe I'll end up giving them away or something, but that is just another thing that I'm seeing. And then also when it comes to advertising, you could also think of it as maybe this is made with AI and just like this could all be fake and it's impossible for these products to actually do what they're meant to do, or they could just be bad products. And that's just really sad. But that's what I thought of when I thought of this specific line right here. So yeah. The next one is, "Are you stupid? Don't crease them." And this one I was really interested to talk about. This is the last one, I believe. No, it's the second to last one. This one could be taken on a few different things. The first one is, I have way too much of it. I'm not going to get around to use it, because you've bought so much of it that you're not going to use it because it'll get expired. And I see this a lot with like makeup artists. They get a bunch of different products and it is impossible for them to use all of it before it gets expired and it's dangerous to use, or you just can't use it all physically. And it's just wild to me. But I always thought of it as like, I don't know if this is the right word. I remember in my childhood when I first heard a story of this, and I'll tell you the story, but I heard of the word the miser. And the story goes that this man is walking past this older man's house a bunch of times, and each day he sees this man dig up some gold, stare at it, and bury it back down. And that's what I thought of. And when he asks the man, he's like, the gold is too valuable to use. And that's what I think of when I think of this line. It's in this one, it's shoes. The shoes are too valuable for me to even use them, so they're not even serving their primary purpose. But yeah, that's what I thought of when I thought of this one. And then I'm way over than I meant to be, so I'm just going to scrap the last one. But I'm still going to tell you it. I'm just not going to really go into it that much. And it's, will I stand for change or will I stay in that box? So I'm just going to leave you with that one. And yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. This is just kind of thrown together. And so yeah, just kind of some discussion points. But that's kind of what I thought. Anyway, this is the art that I made and I think it's pretty cool. And then you guys can kind of let me know what you think down below. You guys have a good day.